Alright, so today this is an eject wall and an eject scraper. This bracket and the one on the other side are both bent. The cylinder ripped the mount out of the side of this thing, and in the process of that, bent both of these arms. So I put a square on here. You can kind of see, yeah, she's a little out. That's supposed to be square, so gotta fix this one. So this one's out. This side's in, as you can see. That's not good. So that's what we gotta fix. This side's ripped the weld out here. It's hard to see. I grounded already, but I'm gonna use a carbon arc to cut that out. The other side's ripped on the inside. You can kind of see there. Weld ain't that great either, so all that's got to come out. I'll take you outside and show you the other piece that ripped out. Okay, so this is the eject scraper. This is the cylinder mount here. So this whole piece ripped all the way out of the sidewall. There's the inside. There we go. So it ripped that whole thing out. I put that all back in. So now we gotta go fix the carriage for this thing, or the ejector wall. Okay. Alright, so here's my setup. It's my 12 VS. Got the carbon arc over there. My torch, I forgot my rosebud at the shop, so I'm having to use that to heat this thing up. You see I got a 3-point, my chain come along, hooked up to that guy. And I haven't been able to get it cherry red, but I've done this in the past and it doesn't seem like you need to get it that hot. So if you look at the square right now, it's dang near perfect. It was like 3 inches out earlier. I managed to get that to sit there too. So carbon arc is what I'm using to cut out the weld. So that's what it looks like after the weld's been cut out. I'll grind that before I weld it. So that's what comes off. This is the rod itself. I'm using 3/16 because I don't need a big giant rod. It's how you use it, not how big it is. I'm expecting at least 1/4 inch of spring back out of this, but I'm going to weld it under tension, which should take up quite a bit of that, so I may end up an 1/8 inch out or so, but this thing's got at least a 1/2 inch of play on the bearing that it rides on, so we should be good to go from there. I'll get back with you after I got it welded up. Alright, so you can see there's no tension on the chain now. Let's start with this here. So there's my square all the way up against it. Oh, it's maybe a 1/16 there. Dual shield wire, so that's the flux. This thing is still hotter than snot. So that's a vertical up, kind of. Rest of the weld. This is welded on both sides. There's the bottom. That one's a vertical up, upside down with this wire. I like it a lot. So that's this side done. So this is the second side. You can see there, that's probably 1.75 inches, almost 2 inches. So now I got to work on this side, but instead of come along, it's Porta Power, so I can push this one out off of this little setup I got here. All right, here we go, number 2. Okay. All right, so this is the second side. You can see that dual shield wire, amazing beads. It's beautiful, even on the vertical up. There's the top side. She's pretty. All right, so that's my setup. Porta Power. Here's the back side. That's literally a vertical up with wire feed. Before this wire, I didn't know that was possible. All right. All right, so here's our square. We can get that over where that's nice right there. You can see the top side, she's just barely, I mean, maybe a 1/16 over. Nice and tight, so I can see. So, all good. Total hours for this job is 6 hours, start to finish. So I just gotta clean up all my stuff now and put everything away. My truck. Yay, truck.